Well, Italian dictator Benito Mussolini never visited Washington, D.C. A piece of his brain did. And then, it went missing.
Bombastic Mussolini, the sawdust Caesar, comes to his end in the gutter.
In 1945, nearly 5 years after bringing Italy into World War II on the side of Nazi Germany, Mussolini was captured and executed by Italian partisans. His body was hung from a meat hook in Milan and badly disfigured by a mob. But when the body was finally autopsied, rumors began circulating that Il Duce's erratic behavior, the pet lion, invading Greece, had been the result of some undiagnosed mental illness. Dr. Winfred Overholser, a leading American psychiatrist and superintendent of St. Elizabeth's Psychiatric Hospital in Southeast D.C., wanted to investigate. So he had 2 specimens of the brain shipped across the Atlantic for study. One went to St. Elizabeth's, and the other to the Army Medical Museum, an Army Research Institute on the National Mall. The theory was that Mussolini suffered from general paresis, a disease which can cause impaired memory and judgment, disorientation, confusion, and delusions. Now, general paresis is a condition that results from untreated syphilis. So the idea was that Mussolini's murderous, dictatorial behavior could have been the result of an untreated sexually transmitted disease. But after investigating, Dr. Overholser and the Army scientists concluded that the brain specimen had no disease or structural abnormalities. It was something else, and not his brain, that made him carry on the way he did, summed up the Evening Star. But the story doesn't end there. For years, Mussolini's widow had been trying to recover the entirety of her late husband, and finally, in 1966, the State Department agreed. They airmailed her the sliver of his brain, then held at the Armed Forces Institute of Pathology, albeit rather unceremoniously in a white envelope mislabeled Mussolini. But the brain vial at St. Elizabeth's was gone. Dr. Overholser had died in 1964, and the hospital had no records of it. Some doubted it had ever been at St. Elizabeth's at all, but an Evening Star reporter claimed to have seen it. One theory is that the vial is still at St. Elizabeth's, buried in their extensive archives somewhere. Now, a clue did turn up in 2009, when vials of brain matter claiming to be Mussolini's were put up for auction on eBay. Mussolini's granddaughter believed that the vials could have been from the missing sample at St. Elizabeth's, but the post was quickly taken down, and the mystery lives on. For more DC history, check out our Boundary Stones playlist and subscribe to WETA PBS on YouTube.